So I really like this question because it's not as straightforward as some of these other questions where, usually when you have a trig power, you rewrite this, and that's of course what we're still going to do. However, because of the fact that we have two trig powers here, there's kind of a toss-up for like what you actually should pick as your u. So for the u substitution part, remember that u and its derivative need to appear inside of that integral. So if you start off by picking your u as the hyperbolic tangent, the du, again, remember with derivatives, you go from one trig function to two trig functions. So the du is going to be a secant squared hyperbolic function. Okay, now that function does appear inside of the integral. So it appears as if this is an appropriate u to pick because I could have this as my u and then the hyperbolic secant squared would become my du. Now, just for argument's sake, if you were like, okay, the hyperbolic secant is inside of that parenthesis, then your du would be a negative hyperbolic secant times hyperbolic tangent. And the problem there is that by picking that u, you're going to be very hard pressed to make that substitution to get in with your du and your u. So this does not look promising, and so the thing that's going to work for us is picking u to be our hyperbolic tangent. Okay, so that's the road we're going to go down, and when we go down that road, all of this hyperbolic tangent is going to get replaced with u. So we'll have integral u squared, and then all of the hyperbolic secant squared dx gets replaced with du. So really at the end of the day, by picking this as our u, we are just integrating u to the third over 3 and then plus c as our integrand integrated out for the u squared. Okay, and then we'll just sub back in. So u is going to be equal to hyperbolic tangent x quantity raised to the third over 3 plus c. And if you wanted to, you could of course rewrite this as hyperbolic tangent cubed like a trig power and then remove those parentheses. And that would make things look a little nicer too.